everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another die-cast restoration video. Okay, I hope you're all well and rearing to go with this one. Looking forward to it. This one, it came out quite well in the end. I was pleased with the way it came out. Now, this was a model that was donated to me by Martin Dare, so thank you very much for that, Martin. It's much appreciated. And yeah, I've enjoyed doing it. What more can I say? Yeah, I better tell you what it is though, eh? I forget. I'm trying to have lib on you and I forget what I'm supposed to be saying. Anyway, the one this week, the restoration, is going to be a Dinky Super Toys Euclid rear dump truck, and that's number 965 of the Dinky numbers. Okay, as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Okay then, let's take a closer look at this one. Now, this was very kindly donated by Martin Dare, so thank you very much for that, Martin. I have got one of these already, but it was in too good a nick to do anything with it. So this one, the paint has faded, so this is great. I can actually do the restoration on this one. It's in very good condition. There's nothing really wrong. The body's a little bit lopsided. I'm not sure why that is. We'll have a look at that. I don't know if it's slightly twisted or... I'm not sure. It might be very slightly twisted. We might have to... It might be just the way it's sitting. I don't know. But anyway, it's all there in good nick. No window unit in this one, no interior. I don't think there was a window unit in these, I'm not sure. But the handle's a little bit twisted, but that's nothing to straighten. And it all works. It tips up really nice, this one, which is really good. The tyres are all there. Everything's in good nick. That axle's very slightly twisted at the back, but not badly. It shouldn't take much to straighten it. We'll have to get these wheels off, so it's the usual script. File the end of that down. There's plenty of axle sticking out to do it. So you find the thinnest end, which is that end, and then file that, and I think is it opposite on the back? Yeah, opposite on the back, but there's plenty of axle sticking out to do it, so that's good. Yeah, so you need to take the front axle off to take it apart, because the axle is actually holding the cab and all that in. Right, okay, so we'll get the file out and we'll start filing the axle on the front so we can get this thing apart. Okie dokie. I will probably order the decals, I'm not sure. I may have a go myself at making them. They shouldn't be too hard because excuse me, they're black decals, so I could do that on transparent water slide decal paper, and they should be alright on the yellow background. But I'll have to look on the internet for a picture so I can make them, copy them. Okay, so let's get the file and get this one apart. Right, okay, let's get this dismantled. Now, I've already ground off the end of the axles so I can get the wheels off, save a bit of time. So that's that off. This one off. And these axles the same length, I think so. One's longer than the other. I didn't see where that one came from. There, I suppose. Yeah. That one, the back. So the back is longer, we must remember that. Right, what next? The cab should come off now. Ah, this has got to come out, hasn't it? This has got to come out now. The hell does that come out? Huh. Or has it got to come out? Maybe not. Just wiggle the cab out. No, see, wiggle the cab out. And, shit. I didn't see how that came out. Oh, it's that way, isn't it? Yeah. It's that way. Okay. So, that bit can come out then. And this bit just lifts out. That's well rusty. It's you can see it's got a bit of wear in the middle, but it still works fine, so that's good. Okay, so now we've got the back that's got to come off, so we're going to have to file. You've got the pin through, we'll have to file one side of it. Now that's the thick side there, so we have to file it on this side. So my file. No, what the hell have I done with my file? Right. Where's the smooth side? That's the smooth side. So it's a bit awkward to do this one. So it's a case of flattening one bit and then turning it, I think. Which is easier said than done. Okay, let's turned it a bit. Right, let's turn it a little bit more. I'm just trying to turn it with my fingers. Let's go on a little bit more. Do the same again. Yeah, it's gone round a bit more again. Not a lot, but it's gone. Right, I've filed quite a bit off, so I want to keep it fairly tight, so I'm just using this punch to see if I can punch it through. It's going. There. Now I just need the pliers to get it out the last little bit. There she goes. There. So I won't need to peen it over too much because I haven't filed too much off it. But it's plenty rusty, so we'll clean all that up. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Not sure about this exhaust, whether to get it out or just paint it with a brush. I might just paint it with a brush, to be honest. I might leave it in because the least you've got to undo, the better. She's been doing a bit of off-roading there. She's, look, got quite a bit of dirt under the mud guards. Okay then, so that's ready more or less for the caustic soda. Just got to get the tyres off, if I can. I should have left that on the axle. Get the tyres off. There. They're good tyres, luckily. And then the wheels will go in the caustic as well. Not the axles, just the wheels. Just put that on there. It's easier to get the tyres off. That's it. So there you go. So we're all ready for the caustic. These pieces in the axles will have to be just wire brushed. Whoops. And all this will go in the caustic soda, and the tyres will go in the ultrasonic cleaner. Okie doke, that's all cleaned up now, wire brushed, wire wooled, ready for the primer. Now this, I noticed it had a bend in it, and when I look closely, it's cracked. It was cracked there, and it's also cracked there. I've put some super glue and baking powder on there, and I've just put some super glue in this crack, so hopefully that'll be enough to hold it. Okay, so I'm going to go and put some primer on this now. I'm going to go outside before it gets dark and get that primed up. Right, I've got the primer on all the bits. There's the body. So it's come up alright, but like I say, primer always usually does. That's the chassis. And what I've done here, I haven't taken the exhaust off because I thought it's too much hassle. So what I did, I got one of these things from the paint brushes. Again, they're handy, those, for different things, and I put it over the top of the exhaust. And what I'll do, I'll probably put something over, slide it down the exhaust like a round sticker or something after I've painted the yellow when that's dry, and then I'll just put a bag or something over that and I'll spray the exhaust. I could brush paint it, but I think it'd look better sprayed. Okay, so that's the plan. Now it's pissing down with rain and blowing a hoolie out there. It has been all day. We've had torrential rain, well, not torrential, but heavy, very, very heavy rain and high winds. So I've cleared out the old spray booth, and we'll give it a go. Now, I don't usually use this unless I really have to, because I've got no way of getting the pipe outside. So I've got it into a container, so I don't like to use it too much. It doesn't stop the smell, and it restricts the flow out as well of the spray, obviously. but that's all I can do. Yeah, I mean, I can't start putting pipes outside through the wall because my brother would go mad. So this is how I've got to do it. So I don't know if you can see the pipe. It goes there and then it goes into a container which is covered in all my junk. Okay, so I'm not sure if I can spray with a camera filming it. I'll have a go. Right, so I'm using all the dregs up. I've got a new can of this paint. I'm using all the dregs up first. I've got 2 cans that are almost empty. So I'll use that for the first coat. Holt Soda spray paint, HYE03. And that's all I can tell you about the colour. Okay then, let's fire up the old girl. So you won't be able to, oh, now I've just knocked the camera. You won't be able to hear much now, apart from the noise of the spray booth. Sorry, but the camera's right in my way. Just going to do a very light coat to start with. Right, okay, bit of an update. I've done the yellow. I did 5 coats in the end. The next day, after I did it in the spray booth, the first coat, it was a nice day. It was sunny out there, so I managed to do the other 4 coats outside, and then I did the lacquer, did some detailing to make it a bit different. Nothing much. I managed to scrape the EUCLID badge on the front. I don't know if you can see it, but that was the only way I could do it. Excuse me. I couldn't paint it because the letters weren't sticking out enough. Some of them were, but the I and the D wasn't. So I did do it. It's so small, I did slightly mark the paint around the D and the I, but all in all, I don't think it turned out too bad. Now I've done a little bit of detailing. I did do the exhaust by hand in the end. I've done a little bit of detailing. These a bit of trim on the door and the handle and the door handles and the little bonnet catches. Done the front in black. I have seen some photos on Google Images of the front done in black, so I thought I'd do it like that just to make it stand out a little bit more. I want to put some jeweled headlights in there. Now these were pretty good light casting in the fact that they were flat. They have got like a nice rim around them, and set in to the light it's a nice flat part, so I can stick some flat jeweled lights into there. I hope I've got some small enough. I haven't checked yet, so I should have checked really. But anyway, yeah, so that's that done. The whole lot's been lacquered. I've still got an axle and the pin for the back of the body to clean. I've cleaned one axle. I've cleaned up the lever as best I can. There was a lot of rust on this, and I have sandpapered it and everything, and I can't get all the pitting out. Anyway, I've cleaned up the brass part of the handle, straightened it because it was a bit bent, so that's that bit. I've cleaned this piece up, and well, that's the axle I have done, so that hasn't cleaned up too bad. I've also made myself a few decals. I had to enhance the badge. I did that on 3D paints on the windows on my laptop. If you've got 3D paint, you should have 3D paints, because that was all in on the windows when I got the laptop, and my laptop's getting old now. So most of you should have it if you've got a computer with Windows, and you can do it. It takes a long time. I did spend a lot of time doing it, but it takes a lot of time and patience. I did some bits and then it went wrong. I had to scrub it and start again. I was probably a couple of hours just sort of enhancing all this, and then I wrote my own letters or words: Euclid, earth, stone and ore. I think the early ones had ground or something on them instead of earth. They have changed them anyway. There was a few changes over the years now. This one is one of the early ones that didn't have a window unit. I have got some images here of the differences. I'll show you. I'll put it on the video when I'm doing it, but I'll have to voice over it, and it's not great. My voiceover thing, I have got a microphone, but it doesn't sound all that great. But anyway, it'd be good enough for you to hear. Okay, in this picture you've got the top one, which is a newer version, and it's got the beefed up chassis. You can see the lines in between the barrel shaped little bits there on the chassis, so you can see it's been beefed up. In this picture you can see the hinges have been beefed up in the top picture, and the bottom one, the hinges are the older ones. You can see they're not so thick. In this picture you've got the back wheels inside out and the front wheels the right way around, and they're yellow, but the sticker, the decal, is a later one. But in this one you've got the red wheels and they're all inside out, so that's another variation. I'm not sure about that, whether it's an odd one out or what. In these decals you've got the top one, which is the older one, and the lower one, which is the newer one of the decals, and that's what I've gone with mine, even though it's an older model. Okay, that's that. The other thing I did do, I filed some of the flashing, if you like, around there, around the windows. Now my eyesight's not too good now, and I didn't have my glasses, and I missed a bit on the windscreen, and I missed a bit on there as well. But it was there on the model when it was new, so hey ho. Okay. What else? Well, this is all done. This is all done. This is the base. All done with the yellow. So that's all ready to go. And the body has come out all quite nice. Let's hope I don't bugger it up putting it all back together. Okay. What we're going to do now is find some jeweled lights to put in there, and we'll have a go at that. Okay, here goes them, my favourite job. Okay, I'll get a bit of gem tack into my cocktail stick. Come on. It's all on the side, not the end. Here we go. It's a little bit on the end. It doesn't go, and then it all goes. Flippin' heck. Get a little bit more. Too much now. It's all or nothing with this damn stuff. Okay, that should do it. Rightio, let's go. Hang on, I'll put the lid on. I'll put the lid on. Otherwise it'll end up all over everywhere. More than likely. More than likely. Okay, here goes. Let's pull this back a bit, otherwise it'll end up going out of shot. I can't see what I'm doing now because I'm behind the camera to try and get it in shot, and I can't see because I've got my glasses on. These are quite nice fits. Okay. Trouble is I've got the... that's gone on the floor. Okay, we got him back. For once I found it. There, those are the perfect fit. They look nice. I think they look nice. There's a little bit of glue on the side there, can't get it off. But it does dry, as I've said before, it dries translucent, so it's not the end of the world. You won't see it when it's dry. But I kind of hate leaving it on there. Let's see if I can just... Oh, that cocktail sticker's rubbish. Dab it off. Do you remember that stuff, dab it off, you used to be able to get if you got oil or grease or something on your clothes? It's on a little bottle with a sort of a material top, and you turn upside down and you rub it on. I don't know, it smelt all petrol-y. Good stuff it was. I suppose it's been banned, like most things that were any good. Right, that's that bit done. So what we'll do now is get the decals put on. Now these, I have put them on the transparent decal paper. I had to do the white part, the white triangle in there, to do it slightly grey so that it would print. I don't know if it's going to be good enough or not. We'll find out. On the yellow background, the red and all that should show up okay, so it's only the white bit that's going to be a bit iffy. But if it does shine through yellow, it'll shine through yellow. Okay. The only other way I could do it is to do it on white sticker paper or white decal paper. The only trouble is when you cut around the circle, which you've got to do in that case, you get the white edges showing, so it doesn't do such a nice job. The only other way around that as well would be to use vinyl sticker paper and just use stickers, but I don't really want to do that because the background you'd have to do yellow in the sticker. Not in those ones roundels, but on the words you'd have to put a yellow background. Okay, so we'll have a go with these anyway, see what happens, see what they turn out like. So we'll have to cut them as close as I can. I might, will I cut the corners off? I don't know. Might not need to. I'll have to try them first. Let's see. Might be better to actually just cut the corners off. I hope I got my sizing right because I had to muck around a bit with that. Let's see on the zipper body. It's got to go on this bit. Right way around. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, they will just fit. Only just though. Right. I'll cut the corners off the other one and then we'll see what happens. Right, let's see what happens. To put the end on my tweezers. Okay, she's sliding. Right, okay, so the yellow is going to shine through rather than it being white. But there you go, the decals are not too bad though. Apart from that, we'll have to just put up with a yellow triangle. If I can just get it to stay there in the right place. Oh, for goodness sake. Jeweled headlights and decals, not my strong point, as you know. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is so difficult doing it. Doing it over the camera because I can't see what I'm doing properly. Every time I try and get the water out, I move it. I'm not great at these, as I say, because I can't roll the cotton bud very well, obviously because of my thumb. See, I don't want to do any more of that because I'm damaging the decal now. Bits are starting to come off it. Now I'm going to scrap that one because it's breaking. I'm going to do this off camera because I'm finding it too difficult to do it over the camera. Okay, we got that done eventually. It's like half an hour later. I didn't follow my own advice and I wore my rings to do it, and I chipped the bloody back, didn't I? I've touched it up, but it does show a little bit, unfortunately. So that's that, and then I've put the EUCLID decals on there, water slide transfers. Okay, I'm going to finish cleaning those axles and then it'll be assembly time. Right, so we're getting there. I just spilt my water from my decals all over my little worktop. I know it's only water, but it's soaked everything. Right, I've got the tyres here. They've been soaking in this tyre cleaner for a few days now. Don't know if it's going to do anything to them. I'll put that on there. It's just the tyre cleaner stuff spray you get in the pound shop, or we used to get it in the pound shop over here, one of the pound shops. So that's all it is. Tyre and bumper cleaner, suitable for all exterior trim, vinyl and tyres. So I just poured some in a pot and sprayed some in the pot and dunked the tyres in them. Hopefully they're going to be soft enough. Oh look, I'm making a mess on there again now. Look, I just put a new bit of paper in and I've already spoilt it. Right, I'll just dry it in this tissue. This is just old kitchen paper that it's been used to wrap stuff in that I bought on eBay, and recycle it, reuse it. I'm not going to use it anymore now that tyre stuff's been on it though. Right, so there we go, we got those. Now, will they go on alright? So I don't want to mess up my wheels. Oh, they're tight. They're tight, and some paint has come off somewhere on the rim. Probably putting it there. I must be careful because I'll put 2 tyres on from the back and 2 from the front, because the back ones have got to be inside out. So whichever side you push it on from, it takes a bit of paint off. So I'll push these on from the front. Well, that didn't work either. Oh yeah, it did, that's alright. Yeah, it's taken some off the front, so I'll put that on the back. And that one's gone on okay. No, it's taken a little bit off as well. So these ones will go obviously inside out for the back, and these will go on the front. Right, that's sorted that out. Now I need the other piece done. I need the chassis piece now. Right. Okie dokie. What to do first? Don't know. Right, so I might have to put this handle in first. Which way does it go? It's got to go on this side, isn't it? Then this goes in here. Boom. That's it down in there. That's it. That's better. Got it now. Right. Well, I suppose we'll have to put the cab on next. So these two I don't know, parts that hold the axle, they got to go through there. And these 2 hooks have got a hook in the back there. So we'll do that. We'll push those in. And the paint is tight. I'm just probably going to scratch it off when we put this down. Okay, make sure that all turns yet. Okay, so now we've got to put the axle through there, and that holds the cab on. Now these axles are the same length, I can't remember. No, they're not. So I'm assuming, looking at that, the longer one, does it go through the back? I would say so. Right, I might have to check that. Okay, I think that the longer axle goes at the back, so we'll put the short one at the front and hope for the best, eh? So we'll put that through. Oh, hang on, I'm going out shot. Move my camera back. Okay. Don't like all these bits of yellow paint there, but that's when I push the cab through. Okay, so I would hope that that's right. We better try this just to make sure. Yeah, I would say so. I would say that's right. Okay, we'll take that one off again because we don't want to put that on yet. Well, it doesn't matter, we can do, I think. Not sure if these wheels will interfere with trying to put the pin in. I think they will. Let's have a look again. No, it should be alright with those on. Okay, so I have to pin these over now, so I've got to do that on my vise down there. So I hope I don't bugger it up. I'm going to do it off camera. Right, we've got that done. Done alright. Okay, so now it's just to put the body on. This is a bit hairy as well. Don't want to spoil this at this late stage. It's a bit tight, the pin, which is good, but it might be just the paint. What can I use? I can't get it through that last bit. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, so what I'm going to do, spot of super glue in there, I think. It's the safest bet. Yeah. Excuse me, just get a bit on the old cocktail stick and we'll put that on. Don't know if I even got any on there. I've got a bit on there, look. Ah, shit. Okay, that'll do. That will do. Just leave that there for a minute. I need to get that super glue off the top of that pot, otherwise the lid's going to bloody stick on it. Okay, so we'll just leave that dry off for a minute and then we'll have a look, see if it all works okay. Right, we'll turn him over and then, does she work? Yes, she works beautiful, look. Absolutely beautiful. No resistance, nothing. Superb. Right, that's it then. Another one saved from the dinky scrapyard. So I'd just like to say thank you again to Martin there for sending me this model. It was very much appreciated, and I have enjoyed doing this one. Okay, so what we're going to do is the outdoor shots, same as usual, and we'll put it on the turntable after that to compare before and after, and that'll be that. So until next time, please look after yourselves, take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheerio for now, bye bye, abato, see you next time.